Let's start with a statement we often hear from our patients or clients. If I'm not perfect, I'm a total failure. Let us now try to elaborate our assessment with the support of our flows and needs sheet. What does the initial sentence tell us about the person's mindset? Well, it might suggest a mindset of perfectionism and absolutism. This person is likely to be highly self-critical and may struggle with any form of ambiguity or uncertainty. They see themselves and probably the world in a binary view, either perfect or a complete failure, with no in between. Moving on to the creative or content narratives, what might this person be afraid of? Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment from others could be crucial in this case. They might also fear their own self-judgment or self-rejection if they don't meet their own high standards. If our hypotheses are correct, then addressing these fears will be fundamental to fostering change. You can use the tools you regularly use in your practice or others included in the hub. For example, with the emotion and behavior modulation with the post-its technique. Looking at the form narrative, the if-then structure indicates a conditional belief or a rule that the person has about themselves. The words perfect and total failure highlight the extreme, all or nothing nature of this belief. Encouraging the use of different words and language patterns, for example through the transformative stories method, can be very effective in this case. Now, let's look at the interpersonal implications. This way of thinking and behaving could lead to trust issues, as the person may fear the others will reject or abandon them if they aren't perfect. It could also affect the dynamics of dominance or cooperation, as the person may resist feedback or help from others, fearing that it implies imperfection or failure. Developing awareness, acceptance, and self-compassion is fundamental to dealing with all this. Among the various options, you might consider using the techniques presented in the integrative mindfulness or the brain-informed tasting and cooking courses, both included in the hub. In terms of social dynamics, the person tried to present a perfect image to others. They may also avoid situations where they could make mistakes or be judged, leading to social withdrawal or isolation. In terms of power dynamics, the person may feel controlled by their own high standards, or might use their perfectionism as a form of social power or identity. Drawing the power map with ideographic thinking could help to re-examine and modify these issues. On the other hand, interpersonal accommodation could help to work on these aspects in a more embodied way. Finally, let's consider the somatic narrative. Chronic perfectionism and fear of failure can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression, which can have various physical health effects. Looking carefully, we might observe signs of tension or stress, such as bloodshot eyes, dark circles, abdominal or full body swelling, postural stiffness. The crossed cycles breathing technique can help in this case. from a different perspective, the key role of nutrition and the microbiome's power over the mind, courses provide plenty of useful information to address these issues from a nutritional and metabolic perspective.